Today, Seb plays the violin. Mum plays the violin.
Oh, what's this awful noise?
And Taya does something inappropriate.
I'm not even sure what this is, but apparently it needs lots of it.
Beeswax. Okay, so that is crap, but we have ordered 2 of these, and we're also after a cello, if anyone's got one.
Joe, is there something you're not telling us?
What's furry?
It says Furry Planet on the box.
It could be very nice.
Never say that again.
This looks very quality. Can you see where we're going with this? We have a beard,
I think the beer needs to go on.
and we have a pipe. Because every captain does it. Does it wonder if it actually works? Or if it's just fake? How do you work a pipe? And what's that bit for? I don't. Oh, it tastes like shit. I don't know. It's not a good image. I think we need to make smoke come out of this, but I don't know how you do it. See what that is? It's just something to play with in your mouth, isn't it? That's what they do. It must be bored when they're piloting and shit. Right, anyway, on to more serious facts or whatever. I'm going to take the carburetor off because it is not injecting. When you press the throttle, it should actually inject a small amount of petrol into the carburetor. Now, it is doing it sort of on one side, but it isn't on the other, and obviously it's a twin carb setup. Solex. So we went to marcusglens.com, and he kindly sorted us out with new whatever you call it, diaphragms. So we're going to take the carb off, reseal it, put new diaphragms in, take it to it, clean it all out, and get the fuel side of things working perfectly. We're also going to drain the watery grey oil that everyone keeps whinging about at me out, and we'll put some nice fresh in and a new oil filter. We've also got, from Marcus Glens, a new water pump drive belt, which will also operate the fans, so that will stop it from getting too hot and boiling its slits out. Yeah, and the plan is we are going to sail this Stolly very soon. Well, we need to sail it before the 7th. Is it the 7th? 21st. When's Jack away?
Thursday.
Thursday. Before Thursday, because Jack's having an operation and they're going to cut his legs off, and he's the captain, so we're going to need his legs before they do that. So yeah, we're going to take the carb off, and we'll show you doing that now.
Brucey, what are you doing?
Well, that didn't want to come off. That's the old diaphragm that's been leaking. And just a tiny, I don't know if you can see it. There is a tiny split in there. Just there, where it's perished. So that's the one that's come out the bad side, and this was the one that come out the side that was still working, but
Oh, let it focus.
you can see it's gone a bit hard and horrible. So just simply go to the back and get the brand new one. Actually, as well, there was not a spring in that, was there?
Otherwise, you've just tipped it over yourself.
Where? Oh, good.
Should be a spring.
So, but we have a little issue because that did not want to come off. So I've had to die grind it off and drill it out. So we need to try and extract that, which does look well and truly seized in there. Trouble because steel and aluminium corrode together. They react. But we have got it out, so that's a bit of success. And I do have some spares, so it's not the end of the world. There's also a little filter thing there, which could also be blocked. So if I find my adjustable spanner, which is here somewhere, just take that off and check it, because I did the other side. Take that off, see what it looks like. Little gauze filter. There's a little ball in there. You've got to make sure they're not stuck. There's a little ball in there. That's working nicely. So I think the only reason this wasn't working is because of that rip. So it was just literally letting it weep all over the place. I then replaced the diaphragms for new ones and then fitted the carb back on the stolly. It's leaking down my bum. Not very nice. The best job in the world. From where I am, it don't feel like it. I feel like I've got a welly full and I'm not even going wet. But I think I've made the carburetor. So in a minute, I'm going to have to go at the end of the club. And then I'm going to have to go and put the fan belt on. Well, I might do the fan belt next, seeing as the weather's nice. That requires a bit more time to go outside. I might just do that now. See, these things are going so wet.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. This is good. Just draining the engine oil at the minute. But this is the cap, I think. It gets to the cover. And the concrete's all leaning towards me, so I'm getting soaked.
It's not fun. It's not fun at that point.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Go on, fun. You want to come down here?
No, I bought you a new wardrobe.
Yeah, I'm going to need it in a minute because I'm getting very much wet.
She won't watch the video, surely.
Oh. Nice. That's some foulness.
It smells lovely.
Thick foulness, I'd say. Right, well, I now need an Allen key to get at the engine oil fillet. So, I shall go and get one of them now. What do we think this oil is going to come out like?
Orange.
Great.
A milkshake. Cream and cream.
No, I bet it's mint.
If there's any oil in it, that is.
Fresh Castrol GTX.
Fresh out the oil
I
cap.
don't know how much a stolly. Oh!
A lot.
Why do I always get covered in shit? And oh, that's filling up very fast.
Very quick, very quick.
Smells.
Right, go and find another one in front of the workshop door. There's another one, quick as you can. No,
the entrance
entrance, little door, quick, run. Don't tell us it doesn't actually need to run, it's run out. Quick, Mark, quick, we're overflowing. I don't know where he's gone. I think he's gone to the moon, or he's had a Cadillac arrest.
Cadillac.
Try not to break his ankle on the rock that you put down.
It's alright, we don't need it. Right, I'm going to let that drain. Oh, I've got quite wet. I've got very much quite wet. That oil looked fucking disgusting. No swarf on it. Just a lot of water in there. And water is good in oil, as we all know. Right, so we'll let that drain. We'll go and have a cup of tea. And I want to try the high ab in a minute, so we'll try starting it up in a minute. Put some oil in the high ab. See if that works. So I need that out of the way so I can get at the gearbox to free the clutch off.
Depends if all under it now. You saw that.
Yeah, we put that
Straight in the high ab.
Yeah. were absolutely seized up a minute ago. I feel that was getting a little bit stuck. Feels like a spool valve again. Oh yeah, we'll chuck some hydraulic oil in there. I'm absolutely positive that's going to work. Fresh, clean oil that isn't full of water. Doesn't really deserve it.
Don't you find that it tends to be 30 bits deep for a lot of stuff? I find it.
Don't know.
That's really nice. What exactly the same?
That made a good noise.
Okay.
Where's all that noise coming from?
That's you.
Huh?
Oh wait, stop. To me it looks like a breather, yeah. You see it?
This looks like we're slightly more away. Oh, well, we have a leak. It's funny, but I did a pack lift with a stolly once, and it was actually easier than doing a pack lift with a sodding 432 or whatever they are.
Yeah, but you pat lifted my 434 with a stolly.
Yeah, and it was better doing a pack lift with a stolly than it was a 434.
Slightly different higher, isn't it?
Huh?
Slightly different one.
You actually, you're higher up, so you can actually see what you're doing. Like that screwdriver is definitely not going to do that. How much oil do you think this crane's going to leak if it works?
Out of every connector.
Ah?
Every connector.
Every part's just going to go bang.
Yeah.
And how long since the crane's worked?
Since it's been unfoiled. A long time.
Right. That's got that out. I do believe we're in gear. Oh yes. We are in pump.
Right, in pump.
We're in pump. Let's put some oil in the bleeder. Can someone just look to make sure this isn't going straight on the floor?
Yep.
Because that would make me very displeased. You're looking, Mark, seeing I think, sir. Despite everyone's best efforts, it was in fact going straight on the floor. So, update. You can't take the floor up to mend the crane because the crane's in the way, but you can't move the crane because the crane's broken. So whoever at Albus thought that was a good idea. I want my head kicking in. The efforts you have to go to for crap military vehicles. God's sake, look at this. That has gone mushier than a mushy thing. So we'll just make a small incision here to get at this pathetic excuse. Look at that. What a waste of our time! Fucking waste of our time! Brand new hydraulic. That's more than we've spent on the whole thing in oil. Right, I need a 7mm Allen key. We'll replace that with silicone. All of those, I think, because they all look shit. Right, so let's have a look at this. Do you think that's what? Oh, what is that? It's got a lollipop stick inside the pipe. There's some moron who's dropped their lollipop stick inside the hydraulic oil tank.
Well, they thought that was a dipstick.
Yeah, probably. I'd say the bloke that dropped it in was a bit of a dipstick. So we'll make a new pipe up and then we'll put another 40 litres of oil in it and watch it get wasted on another pipe that's no doubt knackered.
Performance, Stolly.
Yeah, because that's what this is all about. These are the most useless things. How hard can it be? Very. I imagine. There we go. Now that is more like it.
The mission is to get a ship shape for next week, you know.
Nothing
just
major.
wanted to do a little survey on how amphibious she is. So, I mean, hold on. Yeah, I can feel the life vest, so it should be right there.
That's a light, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a light. So when you're working on this.
Yeah, when you're working on the undercarriage.
Coming along. Oh, yeah, that's grease hole. Put your grease in. This is really solid, yeah. That actually looks pretty good. She's bellying a bit here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
I think that's supposed to happen. Here, she's a bit weak. Let's come to the back, Joe. I think it's more positive than back. Oh yeah, she's mint. Yeah.
Oh, the back's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wants that bung putting in.
No, you're supposed to leave it out.
Oh, right.
That's the
That's the jet, yeah.
That's where the jet propellers are propelled.
The exhaust has a slight blow, apparently.
Really? Surprises me. This here might be a bit.
Yeah, I don't think that's important, that bit.
Again, skylight. Yeah. Basically, we're gonna have a busy week. But there's nothing the world can't solve.
What a babe.
I think we are gonna be chopping all of that out.
Right, I suppose we better get this container moved, get the sides down and get to it.
And get some steel ordered. And get on.
It's almost done then, the whole vehicle.
Yeah, she'll be basically done after this bit. Seaworthy. I didn't mean lake worthy, I mean seaworthy.
Pond worthy.
She will be amazing.
What did you find in the fluid? Oh, what's happened on the window?
We've got bloodshed. It did go a bit everywhere.
This looks dangerous.
I think the pot had some dirt in it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that why it wasn't bleeding through?
I think maybe that could have
Been something to do with
had
it.
an effect.
So we're having trouble to back feed. No, we're not. We're having trouble to bleed the clutch. The pot was full of shit, as you saw, but it still doesn't want to go down the pot. Now, I don't have a pressure system to connect to the pot because it's old-fashioned. So what I'm going to do is the backwards way of doing it, which is I'm going to back feed it from the slave. So I found a piece of fuel pipe that fits the nipple. I'm going to screw that in a little bit, but not all the way. And then I'm going to fill this pot up with the fluid. And basically, I'm just going to use the oil can, keep pumping that, and it'll actually force oil down the slave, up the pipes, pushing all the air out to the master till it starts coming out the pot. And when it comes out the pot, it starts filling the pot with oil, we know she's bled up properly.
So it should be pumping. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, mate, it's enough.
Right, so it's bled up now, is it?
Yeah, getting it.
So you only got to pull it back a tiny little way.
Yeah, from there before I was pulling it all the way from the bottom.
I'll film this side. It looks this side like it's moving a lot more. I'm using the air hammer to try and shock the stuck clutch discs that are just stuck with rust to the sides of the flywheel. And then with some gentle persuasion from the screwdriver, I actually managed to pick the plates from the flywheel and the pressure plate, and we knew the clutch was going to work. Right, in the next episode we're going to take this for a swim, so stay tuned for the next video. Should be exciting. See you again.